Hello dear, welcome back to the channel. I'm Omar with Patterson Autos and we're in the middle of a heat wave. I thought no better time to talk about hot SUVs near you. And if you've clicked on this video, you've probably found yourself at a crossroads. Will you take the older, well-established and more widely loved CX-5 or its younger sibling, which is more compact, fun-seeking and swift, the CX-30? Well, if you've found yourself in this scenario in the dating world, you know it can be a real doozy. But this doesn't have to be. So let's just go through these differences and figure out the right car for you. First, here's the CX-30, which is the younger sibling that just moved to the city and got a loft apartment. It's compact and, by Mazda's words, coupe-like, which, even though it's an SUV and it's got 4 doors, I understand. There is something very sleek and sporty about this. Then there's the older sibling, the CX-5, which is taller, more present, more SUV. It's a fan favorite, and we've had it in this body style for almost 8 years, but it is absolutely timeless, and if you're looking at the next generation, but you really like dials, you might want to scoop one of these before they're gone. So if you're an urban ninja or you ride solo a lot, then the CX-30 is going to be more your vibe. If you need to turn heads at soccer practice or you want to take your friends to dinner and keep it classy, then the CX-5 is going to have more of that grown-up flair. The price on these two is going to be very similar when you're comparing the same trims, and of course the equipment is also going to be similar if you're comparing the same trims. So really, space is going to be the biggest differentiator, and I don't know what cubic feet really mean. I just brought a measuring tape so I can show you. Worth noting that here in the CX-30 you've got a little bit of a dip, so consider that depending on your use case. And you've got a cargo space that's 40 inches wide by about 31 inches in length. If you have a cargo cover here, then your height is going to have a clearance of about 21 inches, and this opening goes out to 30 inches. In the CX-5, that ledge is gone, so you can slide things in and out a lot more easily, and dimensions come out to 41 inches in width, about 37 inches in length, and clearance is about 19 inches to that cargo cover. But if you're not using that, then you've got almost 30 inches of clearance to the roof. Now the back seat's where I think you'll find the biggest difference in space. This is a subcompact SUV, so it's a little bit tight here, not super uncomfortable, but I probably wouldn't want to go cross-country sitting back here. It's good enough to where you can take your friends out to dinner if you choose to. The CX-5 back seat takes that guesswork out. It just feels a bit more comfortable. This seat is all the way back right now and it's still not touching my knees. You've got room to kick your feet underneath, so again, if you wanted to take your friends out often and that's something that matters to you, then the back seat's going to be a lot more comfortable on the CX-5. Both of these have a fold-down center armrest. In the CX-5, you'll get fast-charging USB ports. And the back seat reclines, which isn't a massive difference, but it does help if you're trying to take a nap or if you're trying to fit a child seat back here. That extra inch might make a difference. Tall person, you might already be thinking, Omar, if this is the more spacious car, then the choice is obvious. I'll take a CX-5. But I don't want you to be afraid of the legroom in the CX-30. I want you to see this is the seat all the way back in the CX-5 right now. Worth mentioning, you'll sit a little bit more upright. I'll sit a little deeper in the cabin in the CX-30 and you'll see that. But this is with the seat back all the way to the back. And I've got, I don't know, 3-4 inches before I can actually reach the pedals. If I go to the CX-30, I can sit a little lower in the cabin, which I personally prefer, and I would say there's even an extra ½ an inch to an inch of distance between me and that dead pedal right now. So both have legroom for days, and technology is going to be pretty congruent between the two models. Personally, I think I'd pick the CX-30 because it's mostly just me and I don't have a golden retriever that needs this big cabin. My dog is small, so I'd probably pick the CX-30 knowing that the engine and the transmission options are both the same. That'll be a little zippier and a bit more fun, which is more my style. However, there is one killer feature that I would pick the CX-5 for today, and that is ventilated seats, which are not available in the CX-30. Lastly, the interior design will be subjective, but both are classy, premium offerings. You're not going to feel like you cheaped out by picking the smaller car. The CX-5 will maybe give you a bit of a more refined look, while the CX-30 is more modern and future-facing. So Mazda's got two great SUVs here for you. There's really no wrong answer, but I hope that this helped you find the more right answer for your case. If you're ready to test drive one or both, come visit us at Tustin Mazda or Huntington Beach Mazda, where we'll be happy to take excellent care of you. I'm Omar with Patterson Autos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you have one of these but you're thinking about getting the other, comment on why you want to do so. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the test drive.